Hello, my darlings. My name is Silvadorkable. I'm your friendly monster waifu, and today we are back to playing Bad End. So, this is essentially a horror visual novel, similar to Corpse Party in the concept of you make choices and people either die or they don't die. And for the most part, I'm enjoying it so far. It's a little bit odd. It's about a video game on your phone that apparently you can only play if it like selects you. Either way, I'm enjoying it so far. How's it going, Data and Will? Let's see. So, fun fact, I was curious and I was like, what happens if you try to stop? Do you want to know what happens if you try to stop? Fear suddenly struck me to the bone. It was actually the first time I truly felt scared. Kaname's words finally sunk in, and I took them to heart. The determination I had of clearing this game immediately vanished. But did I make the right choice? I keep muttering this aloud. Of course, nobody answered back. No. Oh shit! The shadow suddenly appears. No way! It came out of the screen? Come here. What? The dark being spoke in a low voice. I was instantly unable to move at all.
Come here and stop it.
I cannot allow you to do that. Now you must die! The feeling of a vice gripped around my head and started squeezing. It felt like my skull was being crushed with each second that passed. I regretted my decision right before I heard the sound of my skull cracking. I regret not following through with what I started. Sorry, Yuji. Ending number 5. Not allowed to stop. So that's what happens if you try to stop. How's it going, Joey? So obviously we're going to continue, right? No, I can't stop here. I understand there are people who care about me, but somebody has to do this. Basically, it's haunted phone game. Oh, the avatar. Oh. Oh shit. It exploded. I'm doing okay. No worries, Mama. For the record, Mama, if we stop, we die. So we can't stop. I have to find out what happened to Yuji, so there won't be any more victims to this sick game. I feel like this game barely lets anyone download it, so it's not really like it's that dangerous, but whatever. Let's do this. Dun 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 dun. Turn back to the game screen. I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to hype myself up. What should I do? That's it. I decide to face it and pick up the staff. Ooh. It seemed to work for the priest. Maybe if I can just keep it up, then maybe I can beat it. Kelko, you think it'll work? Wah! I'm sorry. Wah! There we go. I flung the staff with all my might, but... Oh? The staff passed right through the shadow's body. The shadow appeared unfazed. Oh no, it's not working! I didn't think she was going to try to hit him with it. I should have considered it. I was stupid not to anticipate something like this. The next moment, the shadow completely engulfed my body. I can't breathe. The shadow's mysterious power overtook my whole body. After a short time, my heart stopped beating. How's it going, Cuervo? That's fine, Neo. Bad end. Oh no. Oh no, I got a bad end. Am I gonna die? This is terrible! I arrived at a bad end. Even against another 1/3 probability, I failed regardless. The fear that was waiting in my gut immediately rose to the surface. I'm going to give him the shaft. I did a double take around my room. Something could attack me at any moment. I looked around for a weapon to use. I'll be damned if I go down without a fight. Didn't you just learn you can't fight this? Oh, whatever. Will anything attack me? The room is completely silent except the sound of my heavy breathing. I was frozen to the spot roughly 5 minutes, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. But nothing happened. Nothing happened. That's a good sign, I suppose. Anyway, let's go back and choose again. Maybe I'll get it right this time so I can proceed in the game. I wonder if it fucks it up if I, make the mistake once. The priest said not to leave the barrier under any circumstances. For the record, I didn't know that the staff was that far out of the barrier. So we stay here and hope the shadow gives up and leaves. It'll be all right if we stay inside. I wonder. I wonder. Then the shadow rushed toward us. Bam! A spark emitted from the barrier, and the shadow was pushed back. Gow! Goo goo! I actually haven't played Alan Wake. I wouldn't mind. Speaking of sequels, I heard they're making a Beetlejuice 2, and Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice again, and I'm down for that. But Beetlejuice has a wife, and Jenna Ortega is Lydia's daughter, and I don't know how I feel about Beetlejuice having a wife that isn't Lydia. Look! It can't get through! Hey, look there! Kind of pointed near where our feet are, specifically where the barrier met the ground. Ah! Suddenly the barrier's wall showed signs of cracks and statics. What does that mean? If this thing fails, will the spirit be able to break through? The shadow rushed towards us again. A static-like sound is heard as the rest of the barrier distorts and gives out. No, it broke! What are we gonna do? Don't ask me! Once again, for the 3rd time, the shadow charged at us. The barrier vanished completely. The shadow immediately enveloped me in a dark shroud of black mist. Goddamn, I just can't win. My desperate cries were in vain. Kana, I hope you make it out of this. That's a very selfless woman. Bad end. Well, I'm just getting a bad end left and right, aren't I? Apparently running away is the only thing. Shit! I stared in disbelief at the text bad end displayed on the small screen. This makes the 2nd bad end. I think back to the player's blog I read who played bad end. The player was probably... He's probably alive and well, even if he got the bad end, but what if a 2nd bad end is what triggers it? Yeah? The bedroom is massive, especially for Japan. I turned around and regretted doing so. It seems it was true. Making one mistake is fine. However, making a 2nd mistake is rewarded with sure death. Were you the one that killed Yuji? I struck out at the creature with all the strength I could muster, but my fist immediately disappeared through the black mist that was the creature's body. God damn it! How dare you? Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
What? It's telling me, how dare you?
How dare you? For murdering me!
Eh? Murdered? Wait. Are you by any chance Iwa? I couldn't finish my sentence. Without warning, the shadow disappeared through my mouth. Ew. Ugh. My blood throughout my body felt like it was boiling. I collapsed on the ground in intense pain. Sorry, Yuji. I'm going to die. So the ghost makes you makes you choke on them. That's okay. Ending number 6, Bad End 02. I'm guessing I'm supposed to be getting these ones, but... Alright, let's try that again. We're going to continue. And then, we already saw this, so we're going to keep... We run away. Run, Kana! Get out of here. The power of the barrier wasn't enough, and I can't stand and fight against something I can't touch. Let's go to the town square. We should be safe there. Yeah. I love giving it... I love giving it, like, the most unimpressive, like, noises, where it's just like, eh. The thing soon chases us after at a blinding speed. I refuse to let this thing catch me. Fortunately, the intersection wasn't far from the Shinto shrine. We finally made it to the busy intersection, which was bustling with activity. Is the shadow still following us? Pant, pant. We may have lost it. There was no sign of the shadow anywhere. Oh my, I didn't think this would happen. But if the exorcism didn't work, what should we do now? Let's go home for now and sleep on it. We'll come up with something tomorrow. Yes, you're right. I cried as soon as I walked into my room. Because of me, that Shinto priest died trying to protect us. He was a good man. He'll be dearly missed by the community. And I'm now an accessory to murder. The exorcism. But why didn't it work? This is scary and bizarre. Please, God, anyone, help me. It's beyond bizarre. There apparently must be multiple endings in the very beginning that I missed. Good, it seems I chose the right one. Luck was on my side, even though my odds were slim 1/3. It's logical to assume I can escape now. With a sigh of relief, I saved and exited the game. The horrors of the game clearly stood out in this playthrough for sure. The powerful Shinto priest's efforts were in vain. The shadows hiding in the shadows. I wonder how the schoolgirls turned out. I find myself feeling bad for them. I think the main character has some obvious personality flaws, and I'm not crazy about them. However, inside, she's probably just an innocent girl that has a bright future ahead. I want her to survive. I'm just worried about the next scenario and what obstacles there will be to overcome. I may die in real life if I make a mistake, because obviously he doesn't know what just happened and we restarted. I was not only dealing with my fear of dying, but my curiosity was getting the best of me as well. The thing that scares me the most is that maybe this is one of the game's deadly features. Almost like its addictive properties are what draw potential victims in to play the game. No, let's not get ahead of myself. I'll sleep on it for now and continue this tomorrow, but it's still daylight. This game seems to be taxing on my mind and body. I need to be careful not to overdo it. Keep playing. Suddenly I hear someone's voice. I opened my eyes. I couldn't see anything. Where am I? Keep going. Who are you? It's me. Kyuhei. Keep playing the game. Oh, I thought you said it's me as in it's me, Kyuhei. Not it's me, Kyuhei. So keep moving on. You can't turn back now. You have no choice but to clear the game. Yeah. The voices of Yuji and several men and women were speaking. Stop it. This isn't happening. There's nobody there. Eh? Now my surroundings were familiar to me. I'm still in my room. Was this a dream? Yuji's ghost started to enter my dreams after playing Bad End. This wasn't a coincidence. The voices sounded so real and were pleading me to continue playing the game. Yuji's voice also said to keep playing. Hell, I'd keep going if Yuji didn't appear in my dreams. I wolfed down some breakfast and came back to my room. Today's Saturday, and there are no classes today. I can spend the day off playing Bad End and delve deeper into the mystery. What is the real motive behind the cursed shadow attacking Kyoko Ubisaki? The answers might be a long ways off, but each progressive step is a step towards the truth. Alright, let's do this. I opened the mobile phone and started the Bad End app. Yeah, this kid is an idiot. But he already started it, so you can't undo it. Because if you try to stop, then it kills you anyway, so... Waking up this morning was less than pleasant. Ouch. My body feels like a lump of lead. My joints and back ache, probably due to the heavy sprinting. The scenario from last night keeps replaying vividly in my head. What will happen now? Even with the powerful Shinto priest defeated, what can an average girl like me do against this thing? Can I just mention she calls herself the average girl really frequently? Which seems odd to me. I don't know. Even with the powerful Shinto priest defeated, what can an average girl like me do? Oh, what can an average girl like me do? Yeah, she's mentioned she's an average girl, or your average girl, like 3 or 4 times now. And if BioShock taught me anything, it's when a character repeats the same statement over and over, you have to take acknowledgement of it. At this rate, I'm likely to get killed. I don't know how to do a Fred Flintstone voice. Yabba dabba doo. And it ends up coming out as Yogi Bear. I attended school, and my anxiety was refusing to let up. Good morning. I joined Kana as usual. She didn't seem to be taking it as bad as I am. Yeah. Good morning. Hey, Kyoko? After greeting her, I quickly walked through the main school gate. I seemed to be unable to hide my anxiety. I am unable to concentrate on my studies. I was reprimanded by my teacher on several occasions. Hey, do you want to eat lunch on the roof today? The roof? Well... The roof of this school was always open. There usually isn't anyone on the roof eating lunch. The stairs are a pain to walk up each time. Another, huge stereotype trope of Japanese schools is eating lunch on the roof. I brought tea and bread from the school vendor and made our way to the roof. As expected, no one was there. But what should we do? I just don't understand it. You're the only person worried about the whole thing. I think you're worrying too much. Just give it a rest, okay? This thing's trying to kill us, Kana. I know, but what if I look for someone else with more powerful psychic abilities? That's probably a little far-fetched. Regardless, what if that fails too? I can't bear to see another person die. I want to do something about it. How do I go about doing that? Anyway, you have to eat something so you can conserve your strength. Yes, you're right, of course. I started to eat slowly and wash down the bread with some tea. The shadows seem to only come out at night, so I'm most likely safe for now. Or I'm not. Fuck me, apparently. What I saw was beyond my wildest expectations. The cursed shadow appeared. You've got to be kidding me. I feel like he did that just to spite me. It seems like this isn't a joke after all. I see it too. How dare you? How dare you? What did you say? What did I even do to you? Why did you appear in broad daylight and at school of all places? I assumed it only came out at night. It only attacked us during the night. Yeah, you're right. I concluded this in a straightforward manner. Maybe the time of day doesn't matter. It may be that it can't come out with a lot of people present. What should we do? What action do I take? Okay, I already know. Okay, so apparently I have to choose one before it'll... So we already got there, so we're going to save over that. Fuck Kana, she's not taking it seriously anyway. Save myself and run. I have to save myself. I toss the bread and tea and make a dash for the rooftop door at full speed. You're leaving me behind? Sorry, Kana. It's probably after me. I make it to the door, however. Yipes. Oh, that's a very Scooby-Doo. The enemy had sneaked up without me realizing it. How? Sneaking is usually a slow thing. Gwa. What? Seems to be extremely angry at something. Or someone. No. It seemed to be afraid. Help. I relentlessly begged for my life, but my prayers go unanswered. Whoosh. I heard a sound. The cursed shadow then pierced my body like a sharp knife and passes through my heart. I immediately vomited blood, then fell face first into the pavement, unconscious. I never woke again. Well, fuck. Bad end. I didn't anticipate to get all the bad endings, but... a third choice, another mistake, bad end. Just seeing the text seemed to sap the energy from my body. Damn it. Am I safe for now? Should I find somewhere to hide? Maybe I can finally see who killed Yuji? Nothing? No matter how long I waited, nothing ever happened. I was almost certain a demon or something would come out and attack me, but... Since nothing happened, I guess it's safe to assume I'm okay. Let's keep going. I refuse to fail this time. At least they picked me back up where it was. Okay, tell Kana to run. Kana, get out of here. Eh? It's probably after me, I think. Get out of here already. I'll find a way to follow you. Move your ass. Okay. Even as Kana started running, it didn't look in her direction. So I'm probably its target after all. How am I going to escape? Though Kana will probably make it out, I'm not sure how I'll escape. Then. It's cool to eat on a nice clear day under the blue sky, don't you think so too? Yeah! Oh, he's shy. The shadow disappeared as quickly as it came. It disappeared as soon as the two boys showed up. It seems my theory was right about it not chasing us with other people around. Anyway, I was saved by a hair. Oh, hey Calco, you want to join us for lunch? Have you eaten yet? I recognize the first boy. I've hung out with him a time or two. But since this whole fiasco happened, I no longer have an appetite. No thanks. I have to be somewhere. I left the roof and immediately went back to the classroom. Calco, are you okay? Yeah, two boys showed up and saved me. Boys? It was merely a stroke of luck. The thing that didn't attack me with others present. This is how I know for sure. Or this I now know for sure. But it's important to be around a lot of people at all times of your daily life. Oh, it's impossible to be around a lot of people all times in your daily life. It seemed the solution of our dilemma wasn't over by a long shot. Well, sure, just start living in a hostel and stay in a large group, become like a groupie. Okay. Well, last choice seemed like the correct one. Before I jump the gun, I should call it a day and rest. I shouldn't press my luck. It seems whatever the main character goes, she runs into trouble. The situation never changes. The cursed shadow is a danger to humanity. Even if we keep managing to escape, it isn't getting me any closer to the truth. Why does Kauko Iwasaki keep getting chased by the cursed shadow? She is certain it's after only her. I guess further progression in the game will reveal the answer in time. But why does it show itself to Kana? I should probably not spend all of the holiday playing the game. It's a holiday, so I should have plenty of time to play. Besides, it's not healthy to play for long stretches of time without breaks. That is not the true gamer experience. You claimed you were a gamer. I expect you to be playing that game 12 hours straight without a break. It's time for a change of pace. Let's see. Let's just drop the issue with Bad End for now. If I become too obsessive, it'll be bad for my mental well-being. I had yet another strange dream. Kyuhei. That's Yuji's voice. The awfully low voice I heard was the voice of my dead best friend. You do know what you must do, right, Kyuhei? You mean to continue playing Bad End? No, to kill people. And what if I feel like you did? I'll die, right? So you're inviting me, your best friend, to join you in a game that got you killed. Keep playing. Play now. Play now. You don't have time to. Now! Now! The voices of the dead gradually increased in pitch. No, I don't want to die. Yeah! No bathroom breaks either. That's what you have a Mountain Dew bottle for. I awoke drenched in sweat. The voices continued to echo in my head. Pant, pant. I wouldn't think that I'd have a similar bizarre dream 2 times in a row. Am I potentially enjoying playing Bad End and fascinated by the people who have died playing it? If I stop playing, they may haunt me until I go insane. Whew. Okay, I need to calm down. Deep breaths. Clear my mind. Okay, good. Today is Sunday. I intend to play Bad End today. It's early in the morning, but I'm eager to get started. An incoming call? As I reach for my phone, wondering who called, I see Kaname's number displayed. It's unusual. Kaname never calls me out of the blue like this. We exchanged phone numbers a long time ago, but we hardly ever call each other. Hello? Hello, Kyuhei. Do you have any plans today? I wonder what he wants. Judging by the sound of his voice, is he inviting me out somewhere? I intended to play Bad End sometime today. I guess I can wait until later? I want to meet up with you and have lunch. I have a good place in mind. Sure, okay. He's probably just worried about me and wants to see me in person. He obviously thinks that I'm not over Yuji's death yet, which I'm not. I met Kaname in junior high. But I've known Yuji a lot longer. But since he took the time to invite me, I should take him up on his offer. Where did you have in mind? It's a small place by the local train station. It's not far at all. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, well, meet me at... Then, at about 11, I met up with Kaname at the appointed meeting place at the station square. We boarded the local train and got off at the intended destination. After following Kaname a short while, we eventually arrived at a restaurant. Wait a minute. Wait. This is the same restaurant that Ikasawa and Kauko and Kana were in getting their parfaits, which means that their story in Bad End is actually based on real people in a real place and might be happening in real time or might be happening in past time. But it's still in a real place and ties into the real world. Well, I was surprised by what I saw. The uniform the waitress wore immediately caught my attention. It was very fancy and elegant in design. The uniforms were very short and a bright color. The employees here were very young. They were probably hired based on their pretty looks. What do you think, Yue? You weren't kidding. This is really something. I would think that you being class president and all, that you wouldn't be into this sort of thing. You don't like it? No, I like this place. It's best around. We take a seat and took a sip of water to wet our throat. You dressed rather formal for this place. What's up? Cut the crap. You know what this is about. I appreciate your concern for me, but I'm okay. Seriously. No, I don't wear a diaper, ever. It was regrettable. It was a regrettable thing that happened and pains me greatly. Regardless, I don't want to lose another classmate. Enough of that, let's order something. Not only are the waitress's uniforms appealing, but the food is just as good. Konami and I spend some time chatting it up while waiting for our orders to arrive. Even though I lost Yuji, I still have friends around to do this with. Our food came and we immediately dig in. Are you gonna have dessert? Of course. What do they have? I'm ordering this, the Special Ultra Treat. It has such a girly flair to it. The name, I mean. I really like these. What are you having? Let's see. I'll order... Wait. Something strange is going on. Something strange feels very familiar. Too familiar. Special Ultra Treat. Where have I heard that before? Oh, so you're having the same thing. Where did I hear that from? Then it hit me. Didn't Bad End have something similar in one of the scenarios? I'll have one special ultra treat, please. That's what Kana Mihashi ordered. What did Koko Iwasaki order at that time? A cheesecake. Ishtar original cheesecake. I glanced over the menu, and there it was. Ishtar original cheesecake. The same as in the game. Have you decided what you want yet? Konami said something to me, but I responded with a different question. Well, I wore a diaper as a baby. Everyone wears a diaper as a baby. What is the name of this place? Didn't you see the sign as we entered? It's called Ishtar. Isn't Ishtar a deity associated with death? Hold on a second. You know what? No. My mistake. She was the goddess of war and sex. The restaurant's name is also on the front of the menu. See for yourself. Is Ishtar a franchise chain? I don't believe so. This place is one of a kind and the only one that I know of, which was another thing they pointed out in the game. According to the game, this was also the case. It seems the game's setting and what I'm experiencing now are identical. I didn't realize it either until recently. In either case, it's a great place to unwind and grab a bite to eat. I see. This is strange. Why are the two so similar? They're not similar, they're identical. I figured that maybe the game used the actual store for inspiration for the game's scenario location. Seriously, that can't be right. I was hit with an idea. I decided I wanted to walk around town for a while. I told Konami that after we walked out of the store... I told Konami that after we walked out of the store. We said goodbyes and parted ways. They really are two very different things, but... Bad End is a game that is beyond human comprehension. Definitely one of a kind. It got its inspiration from an actual restaurant. I can't believe that the game company would use this particular place of all places. But what if it's not modeled after just this store? What if the entire area of the game's setting for Bad End's world? Maybe the key to solving the game's mystery lies within this town. It was a strange coincidence indeed. I just couldn't fathom that as being the truth. This place looks so familiar in the game. The streets where I stand now do come to mind when I think of the game's environment. Surely Koko Iwasaki came here to hook up with that guy here, and in the same night had fled from the cursed shadow from here. This all looks just like it did in the game. I wonder if there are other spots that look the same as the game's town. There was a nearby police box and I decided to stop and ask. Excuse me, is there a shrine somewhere near here? A shrine? Yes, there is the Tenso Shrine. Tenso Shrine! The place Koko Iwasaki went to get the exorcism performed by that ultimately ended in failure. This exists as well. How can I get there from here? Well, go that way, and when you get there... I was given directions to Tensou Shrine. After thanking the officer, I headed towards the shrine. Finally, I arrive. Unbelievable. Everything I see is the same as in the game. This isn't just a coincidence. This town is an exact replica of Bad End. This without a doubt confirms it. But I wonder how the Shinto priest is. Well, obviously dead. The Shinto priest who performed the exorcism that cost him his life trying to rid the world of the cursed shadow. Was he actually murdered in reality? Hello, shall I guide you, young man? The middle-aged man spoke in a calm, welcoming demeanor. The resemblance of the Hakama figure is uncanny. The staff resembles the game as well, down to the very last detail. Wait, is this game predicting the future? Can I see the Shinto priest, please? Oh, that would be me. Can I help you with something? Wait, so you are alive? What? No, sorry. I'm just thinking out loud to myself. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be talking about the previous priest, would you? The previous priest? Yes, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he passed away a few months ago. I'm his successor. So the priest did die after what happened in the game. May I ask how he died? It seemed to be a heart attack. His medical history was clean according to locals and in fine health. A few months ago. This is consistent with the time it happened in Bad End. A chill runs through my body. So, what business do you have with us? I will hear you out if you wish. Well, I heard the Shinto priest here was performed... I heard the Shinto priest here performed exorcisms. Exorcisms? Huh? Well, most Shinto priests do perform these services as well. So is it true that I've heard that they can make an actual barrier to keep demons from attacking you? No, that's not how it works. The exorcism that a Shinto priest performs is a very formal affair. If a client's mind is relaxed enough, then that should be sufficient for a successful exorcism. Regardless, it isn't like what you see in the movies with the barrier and such. That's impossible and not how it works. The Shinto priest utters a laugh and shakes his head. It seems staying here longer would be a waste of time. Thank you for your help. Have a good day. It seems the death of the Shinto priest in the game and here in the real world match up exactly. That definitely seems to be the case without a doubt. Somewhere among these coincidences lies the key to solving the mystery of the game. I just know it. It's time to head back home. As these unexpected revelations continue to happen, they're certainly taking their toll on my tired body. I wasn't able to get a lot of information, but I decided to head home and rest up. It is a game inside a game. It's a game inside a game inside a game. I tried some meditation to clear my mind and harness as much physical and spiritual strength I could muster before nightfall. It helped, but it didn't help with the most confusing aspect of all. How is playing a game able to have a direct effect on the real world? Huh. I sit down in front of my PC to post to the anonymous BBS board. As for what I was going to write, it was for what I've experienced in Bad End up until now. Come to think of it, I should have done this a lot sooner. It may help to other players and potentially shed some light into the mystery of the game. I started tapping the keys and spilling my thoughts throughout the keyboard onto the BBS. Currently playing Bad End. I discovered the game's secret. The game's setting is the same as an actual town in reality. Today, I went to the town and found out by coincidence. I wonder what people will think about this. Some may just write it off as a joke. I submit the post regardless. I feel like if you post what town it is and pictures of the town, it's going to be very difficult for people to deny that that town exists. Not even a second later, I couldn't believe what I saw. Did you... Oh, hold on, I have to pronounce this. My post text immediately translated to a bunch of garbled characters. What the hell is this? I typed out a message a second time and submitted it. The result was the same. I took a glimpse over the mobile phone by instinct. Is it possible that Bad End is preventing me from exposing secrets about the game via the net? It's certainly a possibility. The information that leads to the completion of the game would defeat the game's entire purpose. Well, let's see what happens if I upload a screenshot of the game taken with a digital camera. I don't intend to give up. I want players to see a screenshot of the game at least. I borrowed my dad's digital camera and started up Bad End. I took a photograph of the game's opening screen, but the picture was blank. All it showed was a pitch black screen. I tried several times, but it resulted in the same thing. Bad End simply doesn't allow you to disclose any information to the internet. My heart felt just about jumped out of my chest. The email's timing was too good. Who... As I muttered to myself, I had a feeling I knew what it was about. Don't waste your time. Time seemed to freeze. I'm totally at a shock for words. I'm being completely censored from telling anyone about Bad End. It can't depend on the internet. Oh, I can't depend on the internet. It seems I have to clear the game all by myself without help. Otherwise, I might wind up getting killed. There's no way in hell I'm going to die. Suppressing the urge to give in, I reluctantly reopened Bad End. Could be a cursed game. Classes are now over and it's after school. I was packing up and about to head home. Hey, do you want to hang out for a while? The boy from the other day called out to me. I didn't feel like dealing with him now. No, I can't. I'm not feeling so well. It's cool. Maybe some other time? The boy left and I couldn't help but feel ashamed. I've never declined something from a cute guy before. Tell me, Calco. What? Do you really have no idea why you're being chased by that thing? No, I swear on my life, I have absolutely no idea why this is happening. Maybe you're missing the big picture, something you aren't aware of yet. What do you mean? Why does it seem like Kana knows something? I think it has something to do with you. I mean, why else would you and you alone be pursued by someone or something? Stuff like this doesn't just happen. There's always a reason why. That's just the way it works in life. I see. So, that's what you think? Satan is a programmer. I kept mulling over the possibility in my head, but couldn't think of a reason why I would be targeted. I don't know, maybe all the guys you string along? So why me and for what reason? past relationship? Maybe it's some sort of secret admirer? Maybe that thing is the person playing the game, because I know when I died from getting a bad end 2 times in a row, it said, "How dare you kill me?" in which case it was suggesting that it might be Calco that was killing me. I wonder, maybe someone I might have hurt in the past? But I don't remember having a bad breakup with anyone. Kinda should know better than anyone. Bad breakups. That is cause enough, don't you think? You hang out and play other guys like they were pairs of shoes. Plus, you never have a steady boyfriend. Wait a minute. Because of my love life, you think that's why I'm being harassed? Like I've said before, Calco, you have messed around with different guys. All I'm saying is there is a possibility that you've pissed someone off. Do you really think so? I really didn't want to bring it up, but we can't rule it out entirely. I mean, with that being the case, I'm not surprised there couldn't be at least a few guys who hold a grudge against you. For instance, you dated and pissed off a guy, so now his wrath has come back to haunt you. His wrath? One of the 7 deadly sins coming back to haunt me. If there isn't a serious grudge against someone, it can appear. Maybe the real demon is the friends we made along the way. Did I really do such a horrible thing to someone? Is there any way to stop them even if they were killed? I'm not a man, so I'm not entirely sure, but they probably think you are a spiteful person. Even though there is a boy that legitimately likes you, you don't return the favor. Does that make sense? Yes. I've been asked out on numerous occasions, and I don't remember anyone who I've refused, but the fact remains that I did string them along like puppets. So she even admits it! Is that so bad as to warrant this abuse? I don't know about this abuse, but it's pretty bad. It's like a really fucked up thing to do. Now that we're on the subject, let's put together what we know so far. I see. I couldn't help but nod. So far I've made it without trouble, so the most logical choice wasn't a trick after all. I have to admit it's an interesting story. The reason why Kaoko Osaki is being targeted, I can't help but pity her because she plays with so many guys' hearts, but I didn't think it was that important to the game's plot either. No, it's too soon to know if it is or isn't the case. Was that really the reason she's being stalked? Unfortunately, I've never had a steady date, so I can't be sure. This game is just chock full of mysteries, one after the other. It's honestly feeling less like a horror game the further I progress, more like a puzzle survival game. I could be wrong. This is just a prediction based on what I've experienced as the player. Well, time to do something else. I put down the mobile phone and start up the PC. If the game links directly with reality, then there's a possibility that the school Kaoko Iwasaki goes to as well, and she may be in fact a student there. Someone that's the main character of such a popular game should know something about what's going on. Or could she have a hand in the development of Bad End? Now that I think about it, the name of the school that Iwasaki attends wasn't anywhere to be seen. How do I find out the school's name? I think I know how. I should go back to the town Konami and I went to today and check the local high school there. I should do a quick Google search for high schools in that area. Let's see. This. The high school that's located in the same district of the town is the only result. On the school's homepage, there's an image of the school uniform. It's the exact same design as Kaoko wears in the game. So if I make a trip there, I should find Iwasaki herself. Unless she's dead. I couldn't believe I didn't realize it sooner. I feel that I've stumbled onto a clue that has brought me closer to the deadly truth of Bad End. I'm different than other players out there. The only reason I'm playing this game is to clear it and find out why my best friend died. Why did Yuji have to die? Why was this game created in the first place? I have to know the answers. If I find Iwasaki, she's bound to know something. An email? Who could it be from? I read the message and almost screamed. Help. Help? What the? Who sent this message? Another email quickly follows in succession. The fear running through my body is unabated. There is no help. A reply message clearly contradicting the first. Then, the two emails were automatically deleted. What the hell is this? Some sort of sick joke? DDLC is a game, Doki Doki Literature Club. It was a visual novel that was a psychological horror game. I played it a while back, and it actually is really good. It's also free to play if you wanted to play it. It takes about 2 hours to get interesting, though. And it does face some pretty serious situations, such as self-harm and suicide. The following day. So you're heading out already? Yeah, I decided I'll head home early. I decided to head out early after the first period was over. I pretended to be sick as an excuse to leave. I didn't realize you weren't feeling ill. In any case, I hope you feel better, and be careful. Of course, the reason I'm leaving early is to pay a visit to Kyoko Iwasaki's school she supposedly attends. If I wait for her outside of her school, I'm bound to run into her. That's not stalkerish at all. I boarded the train to town that was an exact replica of the games. Iwasaki's school. I made a note of the direction to her school. I'll play it safe and wait outside. No need to be impatient. 10 minutes. The train dropped me off literally right next to the school. As I expected, the school matches the scenery of the game. I'm getting closer to the bottom of this mystery. I can feel it despite the uneasiness I feel now. Okay, I found the school. Now to find Iwasaki. I'm not a student here, so I can't just barge onto campus. When classes end, I'll try to flake someone down and ask if they know Iwasaki. I waited patiently until classes ended. Before long, the students started milling out of the school, and I flaked one of the students down. Excuse me. Can I help you? I'm looking for a girl named Kyoko Iwasaki. Do you know her by any chance? Kyoko Iwasaki. Yeah, she's my fellow classmate. Bingo. I'm Akira Shujo. Nice to meet you. I'm Kyuhei Inui. Well, Iwasaki and I were childhood friends. I casually lied in an attempt to not draw any suspicion from him. I see. Well, she's not here. Why? Is she absent today? Shijo shows a saddened expression. She was involved in a tragic car accident several months ago. She is still unconscious in the hospital. What? The news about knocked me off my feet. Iwasaki was unconscious. Maybe her consciousness is in the game. This was very unexpected. I was so shocked it took my brain more than a few seconds to register the surprise. Why? She was walking around town at night when she was hit by a car. Wait a minute. She was hit by a car in the prequel when she was running from that shadow thing. And they never really explained what happened. So she was running, got hit by a car, went into a coma, and got sucked into the game. Maybe she was playing the game. She was walking around town at night when she was hit by a car. I wasn't there to see it, so I don't know the specifics. No way. Iwasaki was in an accident several months ago. Needless to say, it coincides with the timing of the bad end appeared on the net. Is this new information relevant to the mystery? In any case, it's unfortunate about what happened. I need to look into Coco further. Is that all you needed? Say, I wanted to know what Iwasaki's reputation in the school was like. It might not be relevant, but any new information will be helpful at this point. Her reputation? She's a beautiful girl and very popular with the guys. I see. She probably was beautiful since she was a child. I bet her childhood photo would show as much. So she thought highly of her good looks and was a hit with the boys here, huh? I made all that crap up. Did you really buy that? Shijo gave a sour expression. What? A whole lot of crap. She's the total opposite of that. She's shy and hardly anything to bat an eye at. She's definitely not a boy magnet, that's for sure. I'm so confused. Her character traits are like a total 180 of what's depicted in the game. Iwasaki believes that it was karma that caused a pissed off boy to stalk her. In the game, this really happened. However, Iwasaki isn't known to be popular with the boys in the real world. Don't get me wrong, she's a nice girl. It's very unfortunate about that accident, though. Do you happen to know which hospital she's staying at? Since I've come this far, I might as well try to ask. It's just on my way there. Oh, I was just on my way there. You can follow me if you want. So, why would he joke like that, though? I decided to follow Shijo. We took the bus, and 20 minutes later, we arrived in front of a huge hospital. Iwasaki's hospitalized here? That's right. Shijo makes his way inside the hospital quickly. Since she's a comatose patient, we can't just go into her room without permission. I told the receptionist that I was a friend of Iwasaki. I sat down and was told to wait until we were called. Why hasn't she woken up yet? The operation was a success. Even with the condition of her injuries, they say she should at least be conscious. They think she may have suffered further brain damage. But in the end, the doctor doesn't know the true reason. It's quite possible that Iwasaki was part of the whole bad end mess. Shijo and I neared closer to her bed. That's what she actually looked like. She doesn't look any different, really? Maybe she just portrays what she wants to portray in the game? The Kyoko Iwasaki here looked identical to the one in the game. In the hospital bed, she looked dead except for the slow, rhythmic breathing. Her face was clean but gaunt. It's no surprise that she's lost a lot of weight after being hospitalized for several months now. When did you last see her? It's really a shame for you to have to see her again in this condition. It's been a while. I can't tell him the truth. He wouldn't believe me. I was in disbelief that she was sitting here in this condition and unable to talk. Kyoko Iwasaki actually exists. Everything that she was in the game personality-wise was completely opposite of her real-life persona. On top of that, she's in a comatose state and has been hospitalized for several months. What does this all mean? So, what are you going to do? Are you staying a little longer? I nodded with a nonchalant sigh. It doesn't look like Iwasaki will be coming around anytime soon, but at least I know she exists. I do want to try and get more information, so I decided to stick around a bit longer. How did you and Iwasaki meet? She's my girlfriend's best friend. Oh, so this is Kana's boyfriend. As being such, I got the opportunity to hang out with her a lot. I see. I'll be honest, I'm not surprised he has a girlfriend. He looks intelligent and has a particular charm and easy to get along with. I'm not surprised in the least. To tell you the truth, I didn't walk all this way to visit Calco. I was on my way to see my girlfriend. The hospital was on the way, so I figured I'd show you. Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much, and I apologize for making her wait. No, it's fine. I wasn't in any particular hurry. The fact of the matter is, Kana is unconscious as well. What? My world shook the moment I heard the name. what's her full name? Kanamihashi? She also was involved in a similar accident several months back. So two girls randomly got hit by two different cars on two different nights. So she's a close friend to Kyoko. So they both were involved in accidents just like what happened in the game. So the accident was the cause of Mihashi's coma too. I swallowed nervously. This is just so messed up. I'm confused as ever. Is it okay if I come with you to visit her? Well, since she's a friend of your friend, I don't see why not. We opened the door and entered the sick room of Kanamihashi. There's no mistaking it. It was Kanamihashi. Her complexion and physical appearance is just like Iwasaki. A pretty face, but gaunt due to several months of being in a coma in a hospital bed. This is unbelievable. She looks very strained. Shijo shook his head sadly with tears forming in his eyes. His girlfriend hasn't woken in several months. I can only imagine what he's going through. Do you know what was going on before she was in the accident? She ran out into the middle of the road. I can't believe she'd be so careless. But I am partially responsible as well. Eh? No, it's nothing. He feels responsible too? What the hell does that mean? If Shijo was putting on a show, then he's a good actor. I'd do anything to get Kana to wake up. There's nothing I can say to him. I decided it was time to be on my way. Thanks again for letting me visit Mihashi. Oh, it's no problem. Overall, it seemed like he's a good guy. He has good character, so it comes to no surprise that people tend to like him. Hey, do you mind if I swap email addresses and mobile numbers with you? Well, just in case I have a question. Sure, I guess. He probably didn't expect that, being this was the first time we had met. He was hesitant to respond. But this was very important to get because he was good friends with Iwasaki. Now he can get in touch anytime. Take care. Thanks. The situation that I never thought could be imaginable were happening. I'll go home for now to cool off my brain. Okay. That being said, it is 7 o'clock. We're done for today. This is definitely getting interesting. So this game might be taking place in an alternate reality where the girls are trapped in a coma state. But it technically is in the real world. It's getting interesting. All right, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to wish your mothers Happy Mother's Day. Or if you don't have a mother, wish someone else who is a mother Happy Mother's Day. Hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you on next Wednesday. Love you, darlings.